As always, I am glad you joined me again. I am Jeff Burr with the Tattooed Spirit. We're talking about the tarot cards, how there's nothing random, well, there is something random about them, but there's nothing really mysterious about the setup and the structure of the 78 cards of the Rider-Waite deck, or any traditional deck for that matter. We're talking now about the King of Swords. Easy card. This is going to be a really great and short video and to the point. This is the suit of swords. It has to do with your mental thinking. It is your heir, and it has to do with the king. All kings are fire. They are about the leadership, the ruler makers, the decision makers. Okay? Nothing to put aside to diminish any other rule in the court, but that is the rule of the king, is to make the choices. When you combine those two qualities, it gives the cheat word very, very appropriately so, and that is authority. And you can think that in a very positive term of authority. A lot of us have authority issues where we kind of don't like it. This is the positive aspect of just taking the wisdom of positive thought, along with the position of power, position of being that fire element of wands, being the king, and using it appropriately to help yourself, to help others fairly and justly. You can see by the position of this particular character, the sword is not all the way up like this Queen of Swords. There is clear thought inferred in here, but it brings in the aspect of action. It's with his right hand, which is the right side. It's the active side. Remember that 3 and 4 of wands, or the 2 and 3 of wands, whenever we talked about the right and left side, how the right is the active side, the yang side, the yang, yang, however you want to say it. It's the sword of using your thoughts to rule. All right? That's the most appropriate and straightforward interpretation of this card. Whenever you're dealing your cards in the morning or in the evening or the afternoon, and you're looking and you're asking and you're hoping for the support and guidance into how best to help yourself in this situation or this day in general, and you happen to see the King of Swords, that is to recognize and honor your authority in this particular situation. That's all it means, all right? The most positive aspect of authority. If it comes in the other's suit, or the other's position, whenever you're trying to get a feel, or you have a particular spread and it's about your environment and the others and then yourself, to kind of have your subconscious interpret and bubble through what is the deeper meaning of this combination of different factors. That means that whoever is in the others is proper authority, that they're using their mental attributes in a fair way as ruling over your particular situation. All right. You'll know if that's not the case. Oftentimes you need a little suggestion, a little guidance that indeed you're being treated fairly whenever you find yourself going down that negative spiral, in case this is anywhere in your consciousness. All right. You can see that there's little 2 birds there, where the queen only had 1 bird above the head, where this might be just the pure emotion that is found after positive and straight thinking. This is not only thinking straight, but also adding that second bird, that bird of action, that bird of fire, that bird of wands that is inferred by because he is a king. All right. We talked about, and this is a slight review, that all pages here, I can bring this one up in this suit, all pages are about exploration and study. All knights are about action and work and movement, obviously. All queens are about the deep appreciation and application of the suit to make a positive life experience. And then kings are the rulers, the decision makers. Do you remember the King of Cups that we talked about, who was caught between the creative side and the ruling side, right? He had to choose, or to choose to stay in balance. This is the choice for proper leadership, all right? If it comes in reversed, that means that there's an unjustness, that there's probably some validity to possibly even recognize within yourself that there is a misuse of your authority. or perhaps inferring the misuse of authority in others. And you can look for other guidance and support by the card surrounding to then follow up on that and how best to help your thinking to reframe, to ask for help, to come in and find the wisdom and sorrow lesson in that experience, whatever it is. These cards have infinite applications, and they are always, every time, offering love, guidance, support, and wisdom to you, okay? There will never, ever be a situation where these cards are going to infer you to damage somebody, hurt somebody, do some sort of evil act, being influenced by some devil or some crazy thing like that. This is a wonderful card. This points to using your thinking for positive authority and emboldening yourself and knowing that you're in the right place and that you have the space to act appropriately. All right? That was a little bit of rambling because I get passionate about certain aspects of what I do and how I do it. And I just want to offer that to you so that you can take that message forward whenever you pick up these cards and know that whenever you're tuned in right, whenever you're focused right, you're just going to see opportunities and avenues to grow your spirit. And this is Spiritual Tarot. We have one more suit to go. That is the coin suit. Well, I should say the courtyards of the coin suit, the court cards of the coin suit. And we'll be back in just a moment to get that started off with this Page of Pentacles. All right? Looks like he's studying that coin. We're going to find out why he's doing that in just a minute.